This is David. David has RV, and we're just filming the RV, and to see if anybody are interested in that. You know,
the RV is for sale.
The RV is for sale. Yeah. So good. So this is a Roadtrek.
That's right. It's a Roadtrek Versatile170, and it's I believe it's one of the shortest RVs that's currently available that has a full bath and kitchen.
Okay.
And I think this is made in 2011.
Actually, I know a Roadtrek, you know, Versatile. It's called a Versatile 170. I'm not familiar with these chassis because they actually built the Roadtrek like SS Agile or something like based on the Mercedes-Benz chassis, right?
That's right.
And this is the platform. It looks like it's goes a couple of years back.
I see. So this is actually made by Chevrolet. So it's one of the other type of chassis. I know that the Mercedes one offered diesel options, and this one does not.
Okay.
And the Chevrolet chassis offer two types of engines, but Versatile 170s only offer the smaller of the two engines.
Okay. So what's the engine placement?
The engine places a 4.8 liters V8.
Okay. So what's the size, or like the length of the whole
length is
coach?
about an 18.5 feet long. So this will be among the smallest of all the full-size RVs, and you can actually park in one regular car's parking spot. So comparing this with the let's say a minivan, is about only 1 feet longer than one of the largest minivans, such as a Honda Odyssey.
Okay. And how many miles on it?
59,000 miles.
59,000 miles. And when you purchase this, you purchase brand new or you purchase used?
We are the second owner, and we purchased in 2017.
So looks like you keep asking Dina. So Dina was the one like purchased this RV.
That's right. She loves RV super much. Her love for the RV was the reason why we got this RV in the first place. We purchased it from Texas. We drove all the way here and spent 3 days on the road.
Okay. You want to tell me about like why did you purchase this RV at first place?
So Dina, she loves outdoor activities. She likes to travel. So RV is one of the methods that she can go ahead and enjoy herself and go travel around. And we did go through a few trips. The biggest one is to check out the solar eclipse to the Oregon. So we get to go along the road and stay at many places in Oregon and California. So that was the last time when we get to use our RV to our fullest extent. And I think that because I'm usually quite busy, don't have time for the RV lifestyle, so she often wanted to get her sister to join her to do the RV trips. And making such an arrangement is always difficult. It's not fun if you were to do this alone. So I think that having this to be the case, the RV has been idle for quite some time. So we thought that it's probably best for us not to keep the RV anymore.
Yeah, understandable. It's sometimes, usually it's too busy, you know, and if you don't have time for longer trips, the RV, that's kind of like no difference from our regular car. Yeah,
that's right. Spend more time with his airplane. He doesn't want to spend time with.
So yes, it's true that I also own an airplane. Maybe you want to take a look at it later. I get to spend a little bit more time with it just because I want to keep my, I guess, pilot experience more current. So every so often I need to go on and do some practice flying. And I also have more friends who's more willing to come along with me to enjoy the sceneries over the Bay Area. RV, on the other hand, is never going to be a 1 hour trip. It's always going to be a several days or weekend trip. So making such coordination will be considerably more difficult.
Okay, so you're saying you own an airplane? It's like a regular
That's right.
airplane is like with the one engine stuff
That's
like
right.
that?
A single engine.
Propeller?
That's a propeller airplane.
Okay. That's good. That's good. You are you sort of like a work in the industry or?
Well, this is Silicon Valley, so I'm working in IT, just like almost all the friends that I have. they all work in the IT field.
Okay, so you just kind of like have fun of the flying.
That's right.
Okay, that's wonderful.
We have proposed trips that where we can, because I usually don't have time to stay at a place overnight. So she can actually take the RV to someplace, set out camp, and I can actually fly in the airplane to join her.
Oh, it's a proposal, or you have done that trip before?
We did that with a solar eclipse trip. So I flew in to meet her, and I have to fly out because I'm not able to take a whole week off. So, so
she drove from here to the. Yeah, I know. Just a couple years ago, there's a big one.
That's right.
Yeah. People, I was in Chicago at the time, and many people like drove from Chicago to Memphis.
Yes.
Yeah. I know that one. So you actually flew to there, and she drove the RV to there, and so you kind of like spend time together.
That's right. So I spent with her on a weekend plus a day, and she spent the rest of the week, maybe 2 weeks, in the Oregon and Northern California.
So you flew to there and park your airplane in the garage or something?
That's right.
Airport.
Airport. Oh.
In fact, the airport is one of the places where you observe solar eclipse. So we actually met up there.
Okay.
So as you can see, the RV is actually fairly short. This one does have the gray tanks, black tanks, kitchen and kitchen as well. And inside it does have shower. It also carries the outdoor shower pipes as well.
Some of the RV doesn't carry a gray tank. So their black tank and a gray tank comes together. So yours is separated. Is it?
That's right. It is two separate tanks. Okay. So it compounds with a single pipe. And so there's a lever. You pull out the gray tanks and the black tanks. And then here's a pipe. You can pump out the sewage and stuff.
Okay. That's neat.
There's a spare tire, so you can hang a spare tire outside.
Do you have it?
We do have spare tire, but it's stored inside the car.
Okay.
So here's the spare tire that we have.
Okay. So basically it has a screen.
That's right. So we have mosquito screen. So if you go to places that's very hot and you like to have a fully ventilator, and you can literally have the RV open up at night. And other places such as if you spend time at, let's say, Pismo Beach and other places, and you can enjoy the sea with all the windows and everything open.
Okay, it has 4 seats.
That's right. It does have 4 seats. So this is one of the more unique kind of this particular RV. Usually a small RV of this is such as the SS Agile, like you mentioned earlier. It's only meant to sleep 2. This one has the potential to sleep 4 people, which means 2 adults and probably 2 kids. These seats can actually be arranged in such a way that you can actually put a mattress and stuff over. So there are additional 2 people, 1 person sleep here. Because of the length of it, really is meant for small kid. And this one will be a longer of the 2. And,
so you're saying like a swivelable, so you swing back, face each other, the chairs, and you put some kind of like a hard top on it and a mattress on the top?
Yes.
Do you have anything like come from the factory?
No, we did not. That's an optional item. We chose not to purchase it because we did not see a need for it. And in reality, this floor is now carpeted. And if you were to, let's say, put a sleeping bag over, it's actually more comfortable for an additional person instead of the first 2 to sleep on the floor. This probably would be just as comfortable.
Okay.
And the floor is much longer, so it's suitable for another adult. Feel free to come in. Okay.
So almost I guess like a couple of 100 miles will reach to the 60.
That's right. 60, so it will be 800 miles to 60,000 miles.
Okay.
The car has 2 interesting aspects to it, which is some of the custom changes that we made since we bought the car. First, it has a CarPlay. So I know that most of the RV do not have a CarPlay. Most of the RV has one of those tiny little GPS navigation screen. So we wanted to have the convenience of the car in this RV. So we went ahead and upgraded this ourselves, and this give us an opportunity to have CarPlay. And also we have an opportunity to add a surround camera. And let me demonstrate. So here we go. This is a surround camera. And let's say if I want to do a reverse, so use a high beam. You can choose to a conventional camera. Okay. If I wanted to, let's say, in the drive to the right, so I'm blinking to the right. Now it gives me a more visible distance set up to the right. So this does feature a kitchen. This is a propane-based kitchen. It does not carry a lighter, so you will need to use a regular lighter to lit up.
So meaning all these appliances, it has like two ways. It's like you can use the propane, also you can use the electricity.
That's right. So other than the kitchen part, this is one of those typical RV refrigerators which has a multiple power source indicators. So let's say if I were to turn it on, so it can use direct current, alternate current, or propane. So if I were to plug into the wall, so right now we did, so it uses alternate current. And if an alternate current is not available, it was going to check between the propane tank and the car battery.
Okay. Does this coach comes with any generator?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
So here's the generator we have. So the car itself allow us to use E85 gas, but the generator does not recommend it. So it has a warning label saying that if you have large amount of E85 in the tank, please do not use the generator. And we have never used E85 here because it's in California, it's not that common.
So you're saying the generator needs to run on the 87? Or?
That's right. The 87.
87. Right. That's the hours like 58?
That's right, 58.6 hours. And this is the generator's age.
Not bad.
Right here, let's say the battery is on. So we get to hear the propane tank is full. Fresh water is fully filled. Holding tanks and gray tanks are both empty.
So yeah, that's a big surprise. I thought this with this size of a coach, it's usually doesn't comes with a generator. You know,
I see.
If the factory equipped with any like solar panel, the generator is just a very last option.
That's right. In reality, you do not need to use a generator. You can actually just turn the car engine on. It will also generate electricity to charge up the house battery as well.
Okay. But have you guys been to like a very hot place and you have to like run on the AC all the time? Like
we've been to hot places. We actually test out the AC, so the AC does work with a generator with the car engine on. And in reality, this vehicle is so small. When you turn the car engine on, you can use this car's air conditioning.
Okay.
So turning on the house air conditioning is not needed, just because the car is just super small. This is a furnace.
Furnace.
This is a furnace. So if you go to a place that's really cold, a furnace will work. Having the car being this small, in reality, you turn on the furnace for probably less than 1 minute. This place would get really warm.
I know this sort of size of RV is very popular in Bay Area because everybody complain about parking, you know, and some people just want to do some kind of like a stealth camping.
Well, I'd love to show you the restroom. So over here, the vehicle carries a closet, but the bigger thing is that this one has toilet.
Oh, okay.
So here we have a regular foot paddle based toilet. It uses water from the freshwater tank. In addition, this carries a shower. So here, what happened is that once we remove the carpet from the floor, there's actually a drain along this side. So you actually get to shower inside the vehicle and the water will drain out. To keep the water from going to all over the places, notice that here's a ramp. This is where you actually get to place a shower curtain. around the ramp so that the water would not spread anyplace else. So if you ever want to do a stealth camping and with 2 adults, and perhaps you want to bring a kid or a dog with you and be able to still have toilet and shower, I should say the smallest option, RV option that existed that have all of these facilities. So you essentially get all the features a larger RV has, but you can do it in a small environment as possible, so you can do stealth camping.
I couldn't imagine the put it so small, like full-size bathroom over here and with hanging curtains around it.
That's right.
You know, that's sort of like innovation.
In practice, we did not really use the shower other than just to test it. What we end up doing is that I have gym memberships. So with YMCA, so everywhere I go, I will use their on-site facility to do washing. But when you sleep in someplace in the camping area at night, it's actually quite safe if you have a toilet. Sometimes we wanted to get up and use the toilet, and we found that if you were to sleep in the minivan, you don't have the option. So once I start moving, so this bed is going to fall forward and fall flat. So with a floorboard, and then you'll notice that this can actually assemble into a bed. So here's the refrigerator. It does have the ability to make ice. So the ice portion of it is available.
Are you be able to run AC for a little bit, you know, so check out if it's still running?
Sure. Hey,
AC?
AC now is cool. Now it's a full AC power. You can hear it's very noisy, so you know that this is running fine.
Okay. Would you be able to turn on the furnace, please?
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Here we go. Furnace set. Right. So we do have a water heater, which is right here.
Okay. And what about these 2 switches?
Okay. Certainly. So one is the inverter. So what happened is that the house battery is 12 volt, but you have power sockets is 110 volt. Have the inverter on, then you can actually charge your phone to cell using these power sockets. This is an awning light. So earlier we have an awning that actually can lit up at night. This one does have the ability. You'll see that in the picture brochure. A place to place a table, and all 4 seats come over here. So if Dina were ever to take her parents come along, we can play mahjong here.
Okay. Would you be able to open the moon window, it's called?
Absolutely. We should have done that earlier. Okay. Here we go.
Yeah, people like bright.
Could you open the storage over here?
Certainly. Okay.
Dina, what's this for? Armrest or
Oh,
something?
yeah. The seatbelt. You can take it out and
Seat belt?
Seatbelt.
Well,
it, yeah.
oh, okay. It's buckle here.
Right.
So,
Up and down.
there we go.
Like that.
So you can adjust the seatbelt this way.
Okay.
And the reason why you can move this away so that you can, as you're turning into a bed, you want to make sure that this is not impeding your width.
Yeah,
This
understandable.
car has legally can sit for
4 people?
6 people. So 4 people here in the back seat. Also is meant for additional seatbelt for 2 people.
Okay.
Legally.
Oh, maybe 7. Yeah.
Yeah, 7.
Yeah.
So can legally seat 7 people.
Right.
Here's a 4, and all has seat belts, and another 3 on the back.
Up back.
Good. That's plenty. That's plenty.
That's right.
So you're asking for 49,000, and I'm just wondering, is it negotiable?
Yes, it is. Yes.
It is. Okay. So basically, you're saying that's the newest model.
That's right. That's the most recent one, and
They're still producing, you know, the same model until 2016.
that's right. So here's what will happen if you set a table on the front. So with 4 people sitting here, and this is what it would look like when it's used with 2 beds to the front. So 2 beds and then a main bed.
Okay.
So kid, a shorter person, and 2 adults.
Okay. All right. Anything else you want to say to our viewers?
Well, both Dina and I had a chance to watch your YouTube blog channels, and we enjoyed tremendously. I'm very glad to have you to be here.
Thank you.
Thank you.